I can't get no boom, boom, boom.
Satisfaction.
Otis Redding.
Otis Redding.
He did a cover of that. Hello and welcome to another glorious, shining example of audio content. And if you're watching, visual, sound and vision.
Listenerland.
Listenerland. It's been a bit slow with news, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
A slow week for news.
In fact, you were just saying earlier, just before we started recording, that it's been a bit pants with the deaths or something like that. Like
there's been a
B stock.
No, a couple of B-listers. No, I heard because one of the lads said to me that the Jam drummer had died, but I've not seen out come up about it, and I've not followed it through to see if he has. But
I'd actually heard somebody said to me today that somebody from a big band has died.
Yeah.
And they thought it was Led Zeppelin. I was like, no, I don't know about that.
Yeah. There was somebody from original Chili Peppers, the original drummer. He's died.
Speaking of Chili Peppers, I didn't realise until today that John Frusciante has a solo. There's some solo music out where I think he sings.
Really?
Yeah. It came up on my, it's like when Spotify creates...
What, with another band or just him?
I think it's him.
He's always done music
him.
and he's always recorded his own stuff, but I didn't know he'd released it.
It was on Spotify. It came up as like one of these random playlists that were suggested.
I hope he tunes his guitar better.
He's not done bad with it, though, has he?
No, he's not, but he's not famous for being in tune, is he?
Well,
I'm not going to complain.
Sounds like you are.
Well,
perhaps he likes that sound.
Frusciante, tune the bloody thing up right.
Perhaps he likes the sound of an untuned
it works for
guitar.
him, doesn't it? Yeah. I just like the look of his mate who sings.
Oh, with Little Tash?
Yeah, what's that all about?
Yeah, but don't you go out with a 19-year-old or something stupid like that?
Why is it stupid going out with a 19-year-old?
Well, he's like...
He's in his 50s,
yeah.
Yeah, weirdo.
Yeah.
Anyway, come on. Let's get bigger now.
Excuse me?
The reunion. It's happened.
What reunion?
The Black Sabbath.
Oh, yes. That's been a big story.
Yeah, it's been a lot of talk about that. In good
year,
and bad.
Yeah, this year it's going to be at Villa Park. It's going to be hosted by Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa is hosting it.
He's hosting it.
Aquaman
and the big chap.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of air things going off.
Yeah.
He does play guitar though.
He does, yeah. He's got the Martin. He's got the first Martin, hasn't he? Acoustic.
Don't he live out something like out in Sticks?
All one.
Don't he?
That's right.
He lives out in somewhere like right barren, doesn't he?
Yeah, he lives in a scrapyard.
Yeah, that's scrapyard. That's him.
Yeah, he lives in a scrapyard, does bikes up and things like that.
Well, he's hosting it. And I tell you what, it's a great lineup.
Oh, yeah. Anyone in the metal world is turning up.
It consists of Guns N' Roses,
I thought you said it was a good lineup.
Rival Sons, Metallica, Hailstorm, Alice in Chains, Slayer, and there will be a supergroup made up of one person from 4 bands.
Excellent.
Wow.
Special guest star is...
There's a corner.
Black Sabbath.
All right.
Yeah, they're only doing a few songs, aren't they?
When I first heard that list of people that were going to be attending, it said Alice in Chains. I thought, well, that's a curveball, that one. But it's not.
No.
Do you know why it's not? I'm just going to give you this little bit of a rendition. Doodle-doon, doon, doodle-doon, doon, doon, doodle-doon, doon. Do you know what that is?
Dun, 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 dun. No.
No More Tears. You know, beginning of No More Tears. There's that
right
famous bit of bass playing. Doodle-doon, doodle-doon. It's great. Great track. Love it. It's the bass player who's in Alice in Chains.
Wow.
Is it?
Yeah. Mick something or other they call him.
Mick something or other. That's
a strange name. Strange name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know both of you would have said that. Strange how you're becoming predictable, isn't it?
But no,
Sourpuss. Sour.
When I read lineup, I thought, that's actually a good lineup, that. I bet that's a right good day out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
don't say a day out like it's a trip to the National Railway Museum. It's to see a lot of metal bands. It's a very good day out.
I thought
time on it. Is it 10 while? Is it something like 12 while 10?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a whole day. 12 while 10 or 2 while 10.
That is actually a good lineup.
Yeah.
But they're complaining, aren't they?
I've not seen the price of tickets.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that they was willing to pay up to $2,000. And I thought, oh my God, is that what they're going for?
Yeah,
Silly money.
And rest.
I thought, wow.
There's been a big pushback against it because a lot of Sabbath fans are saying, yeah, it's great that they're coming to playing ground and all that, but have you seen what they're charging? None of them need it, for God's sake.
And you're going to pay, I mean, I don't know what prices are, like I said, but let's say it's 500 quid a ticket. You're going to see Guns N' Roses, you're going to see Rival Sons, Metallica, great band. But how long and how much are you going to see Ozzy?
No, we're not seeing what he said, though. He said he's not going to be on for
No,
long.
well, he can't.
No, he says he's going to have a throne made, and he sits in it throne with a built-in commode. And he's going to, he says, all I'm going to do is bits and pieces. Yeah. That's all I'm going to do, because that's all I can do.
I bet if you get 4 songs, he might do 3 big ones.
What do you want him to do?
And then that'll be really him done. I mean,
it's a send-off gig, isn't it?
He's a new man, isn't he?
Yeah. He shouldn't be doing it. He's sharing all over this. What song would you want him to play?
I would imagine I would imagine he'll do Paranoid, Iron Man.
Crazy, yeah.
I don't think he'd be able to do that.
What, Crazy?
Yeah.
Crazy Train? Yeah. That was sort of his and Randy's song, weren't it? I don't think he'll do that.
Do you think he'd be able to? I think it's too fast for him.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think he'd be able to.
He can't do that all aboard anymore.
No.
All aboard!
I'm going to say, I don't think he'd be able to breathe and sing Crazy Train at the same time.
It'd be nice for him to do it, but, you know.
So I think you're going to go away.
You might. You never know. The vocals might be augmented, shall we say.
I think it's going to be that.
Yeah.
Paranoid and...
Yeah. Well, whatever he does, I'm sure they'll get
it'd be a great gig.
Is Jake Lee playing?
I don't know. But when I read about it, what I thought was, now, are they just going to go Black Sabbath, the old Black Sabbath, or are they going to do a medley or a through the years of Black Sabbath? Glenn Hughes, Dio, are they going to do their tracks as well? But maybe a different singer with them? Why don't they get Glenn Hughes to come in and do a couple of tracks?
It's a good question, and I don't know why. Maybe...
I don't think Sharon will let him do Dio stuff. Or I don't think she'll let Black Sabbath do a Dio
is it
stuff.
Susan, his wife?
Wendy.
I don't think Wendy will let him do any Dio songs.
But it's not down to Wendy.
It is if it is songs.
Well, they're not the Black Sabbath or Sharon knows the
You might have wrote them.
Well, anyway, I guess
she's
we'll
got a
never
portion of saying it, even if it's not a full say. And she might say no.
But I just thought, will they go through years?
Because they weren't very kind to him, were they?
No.
So if he's got any writing credits stolen on any of them numbers in that period when he was there, she'll just say no.
But it'd be good if like special guest star and Glenn Hughes walks out.
They might do. They might do, yeah.
There's been no mention of him. Now, whether or not that's a under the hat type of thing, we'll surprise them on day. We have 2 or 3 tracks from Glenn Hughes era.
I keep thinking about the audience. I think the audience is going to be quite interesting, as in, like, I don't think there's probably going to be a similar occasion where most of the audience owns a reptile, or like a fleece with a wolf's face on it or something like that.
The majority.
The audience I'm talking about. They've got maybe like a black ponytail, but with receding hairline, and they know a lot about
do
IT.
you think they'll come dressed as in character? If they do, will they come as
as a bat?
No. Fat Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, well, nobody. They always go for that goth look, but nobody does that Elizabeth Taylor look, do they? What he did in the 80s.
No, it was great, wasn't it?
I tell you something. I've already thought about it when you mentioned the audience. I wonder what ages they're going to go at. Are you going to get like, say, 30, 35 upwards, or are you going to get some?
I think you're going to get.
Are you going to get some?
Majority of them will be over 60
and 20.
But you're going to get a lot of people there. Do
you think? Do you think you would? Because
purely because there's all these other bands on. It's a big occasion. It's a place to be seen. It's the gig to be at. So everybody and their grandmother's going to be there, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have thought maybe it's an older end.
No, there'll be far more younguns there than older ends because I'm not standing for 6 hours.
I bet they haven't heard of Black Sabbath.
Well, a lot of people like metal. It's not just. It's like saying only old people like rock music. A lot of young people like rock music. An argument could be that the old people would not want to spend that much money, where the youth would see it as well. Sod, let's have a go.
Yeah,
but then again, can they afford it? I don't know. They'll get credit cards, but we'll
it's
find
a big
out when
it's a big box to tick for a young music fan, isn't it?
It's a big box to tick for anybody.
Alice in Chains, all these people that you mentioned. I saw them.
It's a good tick for a 60-year-old.
Is it going to be?
It's enough.
Is it going to be televised?
So tight.
Will it be on YouTube live like the Taylor Hawkins gig?
I don't know.
Because that'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting way to do gigs in the future.
Do.
You'd have thought they would.
I bet they do.
Sorry, Dan, but it's coffee this week. I'm driving, mate.
It's actually warm vodka.
Yeah, they will milk this fatted cow as much as they can. So they'll be recording it, and there'll be a DVD, and it'll be part of the documentary that's going to be coming out.
If Sharon's got out to do with,
yeah,
there'll be even a talking book. She'll have everything planned. She's not daft, is she?
She's good at what she does.
She knows how to run she knows how to run Black Sabbath, and especially Ozzy.
She's kept him going for all these years, but it's time she's let him put his feet up now.
Well, I mean, I think this will be it, won't it? I think this is...
I mean, none of them are well, though, are they?
Are they going to make a film about him?
They will do.
They will.
They'll be part of the documentary about the life and times of Black Sabbath. And it will only be that period when Ozzy was there, because that's for most people, that is their golden period.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, though.
It were.
I think
it's not, and it is. Some would say that's probably an age thing because
I mean, I prefer Ozzy Black Sabbath to Dio.
Famous songs are from that period.
Yeah.
Name your song that Dio was famous for with them. They're probably all screaming at cameras now, but they didn't really. None as big as them that we did when Ozzy were there.
Yeah,
but his main job, other than singing, was to out crazy the rest of them. And he did it that well, they sacked him.
I'm going to say he didn't do a bad job, did he?
Yeah. They ended up sacking him at Hendrick because they just couldn't cope with him anymore.
Well,
and then they got him back for Live Aid when he was fat. What do they call her?
Elizabeth
Taylor.
Yeah.
With perm.
But no, it'd be interesting to see what he's well enough to do.
Not a lot.
I mean, I would imagine he'd want to go out there and do an hour and a half.
Of course he would.
But I reckon if you can get 3 songs out of him, and then maybe come back on in 2 hours' time and do another song, and he might just do bits and bobs like that.
They'll get somebody to open up,
or he might do a song, go off,
and they'll be playing.
Come back in an hour's time, do a song.
Yeah, but it might be more like that.
Yeah.
And they just keep the audience warm.
You've got to remember, it's not an Aussie show. It's Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
So he'll be singing purely with Ozzy, with Black Sabbath.
With Black Sabbath, yeah.
So they'll come on, probably 5th or 6th band on, 4th band on. So they're not opening it up, I don't think. They'll have somebody on, then all of a sudden they'll come on stage. He'll do 2 or 3 numbers, then get all these guests coming in and out, and he'll just take a back seat from then on.
And it'd be interesting to see if
he don't want to come on at 2:00 and that's him done and sit down for the rest of the show, does he?
But he might have to.
Well, he will have to, but what I mean is they want to see him. No, so he'll have to keep cropping up every now and again.
Yeah, but his condition might not allow him to come on.
I don't think Iommi wants to stand for 6 hours.
He might come on, second band on, do 1 or 2 tracks and then not come on again till 5 o'clock.
This is what I like to call speculation.
Yes.
It is speculation.
We could go on and on. We don't know until it actually happens.
But one other thing I'm going to say is,
what would he play?
Will the other bands be doing Black Sabbath stuff, or will the other bands be doing their own stuff, or will they have done like a tribute?
That's a lot of Black Sabbath music for 6. Is it 6 hours, something like that? So
I'm going to say no.
I would say no.
They may all do one cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have thought there would at least
Metallica's there.
Metallica's there.
Yeah. So they'll do 3 of theirs and one
Sabbath. They might all do that.
Yeah.
They might do 3 or 4 of their own and learn one Sabbath.
And they'll have this interchanging of singers and players. And well, let's wait and see what happens.
What's the DVD? It's so tight, it's not like 3 hours.
Yeah. What's it old? Or how many were?
Villa Park probably holds I don't know, 45,
But that's
50-ish.
seated.
Yeah, that's for a football match.
Yeah, but this is like covering up
Yeah.
football pitch itself.
So
isn't
I
it?
would imagine 70,
I don't know.
60,000. I would have thought.
Huh?
Round about them figures.
How many shows?
Just doing one, aren't they? Just doing one.
So they will televise it. They'll record it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you want a quiz?
Yes.
Right. Keeping with the hairy metal people.
Oh.
This is about Spinal Tap, of which we're going to get a film this year,
Yeah.
which I'm really looking forward to seeing because I like a bit of that. I want you to tell me which of these song titles is not really a Spinal Tap song.
Okay.
You ready?
Right. Yep.
The Sun Never Sweats.
Okay.
Break Like the Wind. Tonight I'm going to rock you tonight. Sex Farm. Christmas with the Devil. Shout, Scream and Shout Again.
Which one is not theirs?
Yeah, which one is not theirs?
One more, quickly.
Again, okay. The Sun Never Sweats. Break Like the Wind. Tonight I'm going to rock you tonight. Sex Farm. Christmas with the Devil. Shout, Scream and Shout Again.
I'm saying Breakwind.
Well, I was going to go with second or third one. So if you've gone with second, and I'm going to go with third and
You're going Break Like the Wind and you're going Tonight I'm going to rock you
tonight.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was Shout, Scream and Shout Again. I made it. You didn't get me this time.
No, I didn't get you that time. No.
Okay.
There's some really good titles, though.
Yeah.
And this new film that's coming out, they haven't get a release date yet, but I think it's going to be highly anticipated.
I've heard a few rumours of like some of the cameos that are going to be in there.
Yeah.
And they're good, but I can't remember any of them. So are they good? I don't know. So
Well, they can't be that good if you can't remember them.
MJ's Accusers is the title of this next chapter.
Oh, dear.
They are back and they've got more to say.
Huh?
It's been 6 years since Leaving Neverland, but now we're getting Leaving Neverland Part 2. More to say.
More to say.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Do you know the people who spoke about Michael Jackson and the stuff he did or did not do? Apparently not. Legally not.
Legally not.
It's been 6 years and they've thought, you know what?
Let's get that one up again.
Yeah, let's try this. Let's try it from a different angle this time.
Why are they reopening that?
I don't know. To me, it feels like it's flogging a dead horse now.
Yeah, he's not going to know, is he?
Well, no.
Oh, will he?
Oh, wow.
Tune in next week.
Oh.
So there was some footage on Instagram the other day. MJ is still alive. They see him climbing out of the car.
Oh, well, yeah.
Going into the basement.
Oh, we're driving it, Elvis.
Well, the thing is, that clip was probably in from 1986.
Yeah.
No, but so these people are going to do what with this new information that they've got?
Probably,
are they going to make a documentary? They're going to pass it through courts again to do what?
Probably tell a lot more stories that nobody was witness to.
And they're going to get somebody to air it on TV, so they're going to get some revenue from it.
Well, the first
It's
one,
a cash cow.
Not Feeling Neverland, Leaving Neverland.
Allegedly.
Neverland.
He was proven not guilty.
They were saying apparently they tried to get a book deal, but that was turned down. And then eventually they managed to find someone who would do a documentary. But I think like it's 6 years since the first one. What are they doing with making a second one?
Yeah.
What new information have they got that they didn't have then? None.
I had a cat and he once brushed it backwards. Ooh. And you know cats don't like that.
Oh, you know, there's no worse than stroking a pussy backwards.
Oh dear. Moving on. So New Yorkers have taken to a new fad to alleviate some of their day-to-day grind and loneliness.
I didn't know New Yorkers were lonely.
Well, the community, they're feeling a bit detached from community and oh crap.
All over his notes.
You said that with some glee.
Cocaine.
You know, you got a bit of the white stuff,
The notes are still salvageable.
but the cocaine's gone.
So they've taken to no commitment choirs, where they'll just turn up at choirs and you can rock up, have a natter, and join in on a choir, pop-up choir.
What if you can't sing?
I don't think they mind.
They ain't got a choice, but it sounds
It's like a community centre for people who just want to meet up with people.
Community centre for people that can't sing.
Who want to
Come
sing
and
in a
join
choir.
us. We can't sing either. We can all not sing together.
Well, that's good then, isn't it? If
Yeah,
you
why
can't, nobody
not?
can sing. You don't want a bunch of
No.
professionals turning up, do you?
People, you know, in the Welsh valleys love a good choir, don't they?
I do.
You don't have to
Look
be
yours,
retired,
isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yes, but
What are you trying to say there, Wayne?
I've got a cough.
Oh. Speaking of the Welsh valleys,
Sorry, Roddy.
a previous guest, Tom Jones.
An old.
How old is he?
Oh, an old favourite. I'm sorry, I keep looking at your song.
Yeah, you
are. I want to get some papers.
Tom Jones, how old is he?
83.
Checked it onto cup.
84.
84.
84.
84. Wow.
And he's got a new tour called Defy Expectations.
Well, he does, doesn't he? He has
does.
done.
Yeah. But it's set to the reason why I'm talking about him is because it's set to headline a festival called Discovery Fest in Dundee, Scotland. I just thought, it's headlining. It's 84.
Discovery Fest. Well, I heard something about Scotland this week, actually. And it was that new... Remember me telling you weeks and months ago about the new record plant that's opening in Scotland? And Jim Kerr had an hand in it.
Mhm.
Oh, all right.
Apparently, the quality of material that's coming out of it is exceptionally good.
From whom?
Well, I heard it through a podcast that it's all about buying and selling records. And they have a chap on there, an expert on the sound and quality. And he always gives you a rundown about these certain records. And he'll say about the width of the sound and all the technical sort of jargon that goes with it.
It's supposed to be
And
pretty
he
strong
says,
stuff.
and this is from that new plant, and it's very, very good.
I didn't realise there would be much difference from things, but that's good.
Oh yeah,
isn't it?
because there's some plants that because he did mention one, I can't remember when he says, "Oh, this is from so and so." I said, "So you're going to get some noise."
Oh. You've got to be an anorak, can't you, with that?
Yeah, they are.
You've got to be really into your...
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a very interesting program actually.
Well,
we buy any records. It's called, by the way. Thank you very much for that information, boys.
So from vinyls to another vinyl guy, Third Man Records.
Yes.
He Jack White is doing a tour, and there's been a bit of criticism. People are criticising that his gigs are too short.
Really? How long are his gigs?
Well, they
3.5 minutes.
They can range from
3.5 minutes.
they can range from about 45 minutes to an hour,
Okay.
right? And he's responded, and I'll not read it all out because it's quite a long-winded one. But if I just refer to my wet notes, Jack White. Okay, so he's essentially saying that quality matters over quantity, and he throws a bit of shade at this sort of like culture of like competition.
Yeah.
Where he says, some people will do gigs over 3 hours. Where he says, well,
Yeah.
you're not going to get that from me. I'm not going to do a 3-hour gig.
No.
I don't think anyone wants to stand there for 3 hours. And I don't want to play for 3 hours because he wants to give you that big. He says, as a quote, he never phones it in. So he doesn't want to be phoning it in for 3 hours.
Yeah.
He wants to give the full punch.
And he does.
And because he looks back at gigs like what the Beatles would do and the Ramones, where there were short gigs, lots of energy, great performances, if you could hear them, and then off.
I often wondered about and he's made a feature of it, and he's famous for it. When Bruce Springsteen does it, he used to do 4-hour gigs, 3.5-hour gigs. And I used to think to myself, I still think to myself that, was it absolutely necessary? What were you trying to prove by doing the 3.5-hour gig?
I don't think he was trying to prove out. I think he was just giving his fans value for money. I think it's brilliant that he's willing to do that. He hasn't got to do it. He could come on. He could charge you.
It's like a feature of his shows, isn't it?
Yeah, but he could charge you 100 quid for a
I know
ticket.
it's cut down a bit now.
Come on for an hour and go. What's it? 100 quid an hour. But
It is an electric show, though.
You get
Like,
100.
4-hour gigs.
You get an 100 quid ticket. You go and watch Springsteen. You get 3 hours worth of music. Brilliant. I think it's great.
Yeah, I get that side of it, but I just thought, wow.
I mean, how much is Jack's tickets?
Oh,
Would you say?
it's quite a passion about fair pricing as well.
What
I
would
don't
you
know,
say?
but you're not going to be paying like hundreds of quid for it. It's quite into like low key venues.
Yeah.
But in regards to Brucey, I've seen him and he did a 3.5 hour set, maybe a bit more. It was hard, but the thing is with it, you get dips and peaks and stuff, and it's like, oh. There was somebody who I went with who fell asleep, stood up because it was sardined in, and he's on. You can see him on BBC because it was at Glastonbury, and he's like, and then a song will come on that and it's like, so it is hard work, but it does pay off. It's an experience.
Yeah, imagine it is.
4 hours.
I think it's good though. That value for money, isn't it? You're not going to get ripped off by him. You're going to go there and you're going to get to see you. I mean, if you're paying 200 quid, you like him, so you're going to get to see.
You're going to want to have a seat, aren't you?
Your idol, yeah. You're going to get to see your idol for 200 quid and watch him for 3 hours. Do all hits that you like.
Yeah, well,
It's not.
I know. I'm still thinking though.
It's not coming out saying, "Oh, he didn't do that. Oh, he didn't do this
you're
one."
not going to get that because he's going to play everything
But he's
and a lot
going
more
to do all
as well.
that, isn't you?
Yeah.
So you're going to get to see all the songs.
You're going to get a lot of them.
Yeah. All the back
and a lot
catalogue of his big
you
hits.
didn't expect because he does throw stuff in all the time.
Yeah.
But I have to question the sense of it all. If you cut a show down, then it's less is more. Really, people don't give him everything all at once because he does.
Well, he doesn't. He spreads it over 3.5 hours.
No, but it's all over 3.5 hours, and that's it.
Yeah.
He could do 2 nights and do 2 shows at 2 hours.
Yeah, but he's probably got another gig.
You have to buy 2 tickets then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes more financial sense to do it that way.
You greedy monster.
No, it's just
You're all about the dollar, aren't you?
Yeah.
well,
Sod
that's
the
how they
audience.
earn their money these days, by doing gigs, not through.
I think there's no right answer, but
No, I don't think there is.
Yeah,
No.
I think I can see the appeal to watch somebody who's going to have high energy for an hour, solid gig, bish bash bosh.
Bish bash bosh.
Because sometimes you can watch a performance and it might not be your favorite song, but if they've got so much intensity and passion behind it, you can really be engaged with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say is a good length?
Hour and a half. You want to rephrase that?
The concert or
An hour and a half. I suppose we're conditioned for film length, aren't we?
2 45 minutes spots?
No, I don't want 2 sets.
You don't
I
want 2
one
sets.
set.
Just one set.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, why do you want a break?
Do you know what I don't
Keep
like?
that momentum
Go
going.
for a
I
wee.
say. No.
Yes.
You wait for that song to come on that you don't like. Then you go.
Yeah, but if there might be a queue, it might be a big wee, and you might miss the next song that you do like.
I don't like encores. I think I'm bored of them now. I think we were bored of them 50 years ago.
What do you mean? Just come in, do it all
When
and
somebody
perform?
finishes a set and it's
No.
yay,
No.
and then we all know they're going to come back out.
Yeah.
They're going to come back out.
Oh, they're gonna
and
come
they're
back
gonna
out.
play.
And that big hit that
the
you've been
big hit,
waiting
yeah.
for all night, it's going to be
Like, it's
right
like,
at the very end.
It feels pantomime. It's like, oh, come on, let's just get this out of the way.
You don't. It's not spontaneous, is it?
No, I don't. I don't
There's
want
nothing
to
spontaneous
have to
about
do that.
it. We went to see Robin Trower and he didn't do any, did he?
No.
Didn't even play.
He said goodnight and that's
And
it.
that was it.
That was it, gone.
Good stuff.
There you go. That's it. That's what you want.
Straight to the bar, bought everybody a drink.
Did he?
No.
That's it.
There's a gig coming up this year, though. Trouble is, it's in America. You might want to go and see it. And we're listening to. We're getting
pop
down
off
for
on
about
weekend.
Yeah, it's pop
for
on.
about an hour and a bit with Big Willie.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
Big Willie's going on tour.
is he?
Yeah, Big Willie's.
Is he taking his 2 mates with him?
Is it a big gig?
Yeah,
Big Will in the Pips?
Yeah. Actually, he is. Who could it be? Who is Big Willie?
Big Willie.
Will Smith?
Yes,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because he
Big Willie style.
Yeah, Big Willie style. Yeah,
he went through a phase of calling himself Big Willie style.
yeah.
Really?
He really.
Because it's
What?
called Will.
Dick.
Exactly. Well, and he had an album called Millennium around Millennium
Oh,
time.
I can't be
Yeah,
doing it.
Big Willie
I ain't
style.
got
Well,
time for it,
he's
man.
decided
It's-
he's going back on tour this year because he never did a headline tour. And
Because
now I'm
he's-
thinking to myself, all right, you're worth 350 million allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, you never know about these things, do you?
Right.
But he's apparently worth 350 million. So he doesn't need to do this tour.
Well, he
but
can't
he
get
wants to go back on tour because he never did a headline tour. So he's doing all working men's clubs in South Yorkshire this year.
Starting off at Greensboro.
Do you know he owns a speedboat racing team?
Is it?
Yeah, he owns a speedboat racing team. And they're like, last time I saw them, they were racing at Lake Como.
Really?
Yeah.
He gets about
Like
a bit.
F1 style speedboats.
Yeah, we just seen pop up when he's done something wrong or when he's like in a film. But he's a very active person, and he's got his fingers in a lot of pies, and he's got friends
Stop
in
touching them.
He's got friends in a lot of places, so that doesn't surprise me. But the actual fact that it's a boat racing team, yeah. So he's going back on with Jazzy Jeff. They're going out and they're doing a tour. Now they're going to be playing 200 and 300 places, and there's no arenas involved here. Because there never is for a rap artist, is there?
Well,
but it struck me, why would a rap artist...
Whoa, there is.
Not him.
Oh, no, I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't have thought he'd have filled an arena up.
So
He'd be
you're going
lucky
to
to
get...
fill Greensboro Club.
You're going to get 300 or 400 capacity venues. And him and Jazzy Jeff are going to go out and do a tour in these places.
And what's he going to do? Just walk up and down slapping people?
Well, he's going to do all his hits.
Oh,
isn't
you
he?
know that someone's going to shout his wife's name.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he's
going to get rattled on that
Yeah.
one.
He's going to get. Well, the interview that I heard with him, it was so obvious that they'd said before the interview, don't mention anything about the Oscars, because it didn't even get near that conversation, not even near it. And he was just talking about this tour he wants to do, and I think, you don't need to do it, but you want to do it. So fair enough, that's the box you want to tick. He's 56-year-old. How many people come out of retirement at 56 and
Not a lot. You usually
re-establish
waiting
their
to
music
retire.
career that were really successful in the first place?
Aren't you?
Well, his music career was successful.
Well, it was.
It
But
was.
only at that side of water.
No, it was, Dad. It
Yeah.
was.
What,
Yeah.
that Bel Air thing he did, I know.
Fresh
That was
Prince.
a TV thing, though.
But
wasn't
the
it?
problem is, he's tremendously ruined his acting career. So the only thing he's got now is to give it to. So his PR people must all sat around and like, okay,
How can we get some credibility?
how
back?
do we maneuver this new landscape that we've got? He's only gone and slapped a comedian at the highlight of his acting career. So we need to park that. Now he's got a bit of an edge. Let's bring him back into the hip hop world where he's dangerous.
And they've got to get him out there because next month or April, his new I Am Legend 2 film comes out. Which
He's
is
done a
to be
film.
big blockbuster.
He's done a film and it's come out, and it's a bit of a. It's not a all action hero one. I forget what it's about now, but he did mention it, and he was quite positive about it. I thought, well, that's strange. I've not heard about it, and I've looked into it, and it absolutely bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Critics and with fans, nobody went to see it.
Yeah. Good.
And it's hard. It's hard to please. No, but you know why?
Yeah.
Because
Nobody likes him now.
he's now tainted, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to take a lot to get past that.
I
whether
don't
you're a
think-
big Willie fan before that.
I'm not
sure there's
sure.
one or two out there that's a big Willie fan. But
Or nose off
I see
somebody
we've
with
reached that level in the podcast.
it's going to take a lot to get past that tainted image of Will Smith.
Do you think he ever
It is.
will?
No, I don't think he will.
I hope he doesn't.
I don't think he will. But he did say
Give it that
something.
one person at Greensboro Club. Jada.
He's going to get all.
Jada.
He's going to get all that in here. He's going to get all that.
Oh,
back
I would
in
imagine he's
audience.
going to get some heckling off of that.
And he'll have to stop halfway through
To-
ill health.
To, go
What,
and,
to slap him?
to go and slap them all.
Yeah, because
His hand will be red raw.
he just gets fed up with it. But he told an interesting story. He says that he met the notorious Biggie Smalls, and we were talking to Biggie.
Mhm.
He's in the rap world, isn't he? Or he were. He's having a chat with old Biggie, getting down with the big lad. And then 3 hours later, he's killed.
Well.
Old Biggie, not Will Smith.
Oh.
And I could see him looking at me thinking, I didn't know he were dead. You could see it in his eyes.
He was about to say
And
good.
later on, he's on phone, and Prince was talking. He said, oh, yeah, what's up, Prince? Oh, right, yeah. I think what we should do is, me, you, and Jay-Z, we ought to start an entertainment company. Yeah, that's a good idea. What's Jay-Z think about it? Well, he's all for it. Yeah, well, okay. 8 hours later, he's dead.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Not Jay-Z's dead, but Prince is dead.
So perhaps he's an hitman.
He's either a jinx or he's an hitman, like you pointed out. But he's tried to put a phone call into Chris Rock, but he won't pick phone up. So make of that what you will.
Has he got the right number?
He's ringing Wayne.
He's ringing me.
No, so yeah, he told this story about they were going to start an entertainment company with Prince and Jay-Z. Oh, Prince!
And not only that, Jay-Z
Prince-
then gets locked up.
Prince wanted to, but
Well, not yet.
no, not for a while. Yeah,
Well, he's locked up now,
I
isn't
think it
he?
was Prince's idea, but then 8 hours later he's dead. He went all for it.
So what are you saying here?
I think he's a bit of a.
Don't answer the phone
if Will Smith comes off one, just don't.
If
talk
your
to him.
phone ID comes up and it says on it knob, just don't answer it.
Yeah, that could be half a dozen people. That.
So BAFTAs were this week.
BAFTAs.
Yeah, and there was a performance from Take That
On BAFTAs.
on BAFTAs. Yeah, and apparently, people weren't impressed.
Was it that
And
bad?
they complained.
They complained.
They complained.
What did Take That do?
They came on, and I can't remember what song they did now. I watched about, I might have got a minute after it, and it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they just didn't look right. They didn't sound right, and I just thought, ooh, no, leave it now. Stop it.
Yeah, they were a boy band, and they're not boys anymore.
No.
But they can be a man band.
Yeah, but they're not, are they?
Yeah, but they've had
They're
hits
not.
as men.
Well, they have.
You just got to have a bit of patience.
No. Sorry. Well, I didn't have them when they were.
What about boys to men?
I didn't have patience when they were boys. Because it's, they were pants.
But yeah, a lot of people's complained about them. They haven't gone down
They've complained. Oh, they complained to.
to the people that do the awards.
Or the Ofcom thing, or what was it about offensive performance?
Just bad.
bad.
And why have they fetched these people from past back on all of a sudden? And
It's a fair question, though, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Why have they fetched these people?
I mean,
back?
I'm sure there'd have been many more people that would have jumped to a chance at
Well,
one or two tracks of a.
maybe they should have gone for somebody
Something
current like Chapel Run. As this a female singer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing the rounds.
Yeah.
But she's American.
Yeah.
She started as a bit like Gaga. She performing in cafes and stuff like that, and now she's doing strange outfits. But she's only gone on one BBC Sound of 2020-25 in January.
That's good.
Yeah, she's good, isn't she?
How do you manage that?
So that just shows you what awards mean.
Yeah.
Well,
She's won BBC Sound
on the first day of the year.
of the first month of the year.
give you that. Well, I think that's incredible. That.
And
I can
that's
still do the
Sound
crossing
of
out now.
2025.
that's the talent that she is.
Well,
if she's
she's
they've
that
heard
good.
the song. They've heard the
They're
song.
the experts, Louis.
Yeah, they've gone, you know what? Give it we don't need those 11 months.
She is quite hot property though, isn't she?
Yeah, but it's an example of how these award shows or awards that are given out are just bait to get people in.
Yeah,
and to
we've
get eyes
just had a prime example of that.
Is she pop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think recently, of the last 5, 6, 7 years, that there's a lot of female artists coming out in pop?
Yeah, I think that's encouraged though.
Yeah, it's a market that's.
Everybody,
It's a market that's there. And it's always been there.
If you look like I don't know, top 5 album list, they're all female artists now.
Yeah.
There's not. It's
Tell me a period when there weren't.
It's as though
You go back to Madonna,
Male
early days
artists.
of Madonna. There were all your Madonna and your Cyndi Laupers and all them. They're all there.
yeah. I've always really
I
just
know what you
noticed
mean though.
it.
They are quite prominent.
Yeah.
And they're like
They-
top charters now.
Yeah, there's
You
not a
don't- there's
lot
not
of
a lot of male
male.
solo artists.
I mean, there's not a lot of bands. Full stop.
Sorry, I'll leave it.
There's not a great deal of bands there,
It's all right.
but it's seems to be very dominantly female. Not that there's all wrong with that, of course, but
Well, it seems to be.
just there's just a lot out there, isn't there? All doing the same stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably a good thing that actually, because it means that the male artists are going to have to sort of get their acting gear.
Well,
it's not.
get back
Yeah,
and they can.
I know
watch
it's not
pops.
a competition, but it's if why are the female artists
I don't
becoming
know.
more
Well,
prominent?
I don't know.
Maybe it's that old thing of sex sells. And if you notice as well,
I
if
don't
you-
want to bring it down to basics
Well,
like that.
what you tend to find
They do wear a lot of claddy stuff, don't they? Very short.
There's been lots of complaints about the performances that the current artists, female artists, do, and it's very overly sexualized.
Well, that Cowboy
Okay.
Carter, which has got sort of
Chaps.
I thought that were a bit.
Oh, that's tame compared to.
Oh, I
what the rest of
know,
the stuff is,
I know,
Yeah.
but it is. I mean, all right. We had Cher doing it back in the day, didn't we? She used to wear sort of.
She rocked it on SNL live performance recently.
Yeah.
SNL 50.
Yeah.
Singing Turn Back
Harold?
Time. No, SNL 50.
That's
Oh
not
yeah.
50.
Oh, sorry.
Not
SNL.
Cher. No, Cher's quadrupled that,
Yeah.
but still looks 25.
Yeah.
She has turned back.
She can't,
I don't
she
know
can't
how she
move
does
her,
it.
You can't move her face anymore, like, but
No.
she's.
Yeah, I mean, there's some place keyboards for her, but I'm thinking, well, what's he think? Mother, put some clothes on.
Ooh, have it.
We've just had,
Have it.
we're just at Grammys, aren't we? And that's just been a farce completely. Going back on what you were saying about these award shows,
Yeah.
I wonder how much a Grammy costs these days.
Well, the rumors have gone round about how much Jay-Z and Beyonce have paid for their Grammy for the album Cowboy Carter.
Somebody's actually put a figure on it, though.
Yeah, Elon Musk apparently has released a lot of stuff about it. It's like millions, absolute millions.
Yeah.
So it's all conspiracies. It's all backhanders and manipulation. Because, I mean, the albums, I'm sure it's fine, but whether it's worthy enough to win above some of the solid country albums, I'm not sure. But she did have. Now, I don't know if this is a problem for it, but there was apparently like 74 writers on the album.
There were 72.
72.
72. But the Renaissance album had something like 104.
Well, so she's doing good then.
Well, I'm only glad she didn't stand at microphone and thank everyone individually, because that would have been a bit,
That's mad, isn't it?
it's ridiculous. It's music by committee.
So when people are there calling the Queen Bee and worshipping her, there's nothing in the head. It's just she's just singing.
No, that's all it is. That's all it is.
Just quick.
And she says, sorry, Wayne, but she says, oh, yeah, I have these ideas and I have to work it out with my whatever people. And the other thing called it's not like a sample. I've got it wrote down somewhere. Just give me a second and I will find it. And it's something that they're describing as interpolation.
Interpolation.
Yeah. Now, an interpolation is using a melody or portion of a melody, often with modified lyrics, from a previously recorded song, but recording the melody instead of directly sampling. Well, I don't care. That's an official statement. So I don't care how you say that. It's still a copy. It's still copying some previously recorded material, whether it's a direct sample or it's re-recording it. It's still copying.
It's confusing, isn't it?
Yeah. So I
didn't understand that.
And nor did we.
Nor did we. That's what we're saying.
Right.
Yeah. So it's still copying.
Makes a change
Interpolation. And I thought, well, so you're not sampling, but you're taking some pieces of music from other people and you're re-recording them, probably in a different key or whatever, or a bit faster, a bit slower. And you're saying, well, that's all right because it wasn't a direct copy. I weren't sampling it.
That is a legal loophole, isn't it?
It is, but it don't make it original music.
No.
Well, on that bombshell note,
Goodbye.